I'm glad to see that people see what the hell is going on in their town.
They're ready for the Latin American criminal. Right now, as we're speaking, there are two apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado that have been taken over by Venezuelan gang members, right? To the point where they told the landlord, bro, you come around here, man, we're going to take your life, we're going to take your family's life, right? Landlord's scared. Landlord go to local law enforcement and say, no, we could do about these squatters. Go to the squatter laws, bro, right? He says, man, try to contact the FBI. FBI say, hey, my man, that ain't our problem, right? The Department of Homeland Security said, that ain't our problem, bro. The landlord is just like, yo, what the hell is going on? What do I do? Bro, these dudes are collecting rent on behalf of the landlord in the building. And every single time somebody moves out of one of the apartments, they're bringing in more Venezuelan migrants into it. Talking about they're patrolling the building with guns. Like, what? In America? No way.
Bro, damn, they done made a mess of shit.
Nigga, y'all are on bullshit out here. That is on bullshit.
Oh, shit.
What? If this was happening in 2024, would you believe me? Let me tell you how crazy this is. In Aurora, Colorado, there's a Venezuelan gang that has taken over 2 apartment buildings. I kid you not. The landowner has contacted the local authorities. They said there's nothing they can do about it. That's squatter laws, bro. I kid you not. Look this up. Number 2, he went to the FBI. They said there's nothing they can do. And he even went to the marshals, y'all. And this Venezuelan gang has taken over the apartment building. They're charging the tenants inside rent money like they're the landlords. Meanwhile, the real landlord can't get these people evicted. All the people that's leaving the apartment buildings, as soon as they leave, these Venezuelan gang members are just moving in more gang members to a point where they are taking over the building with guns. It's no more security there. Like, look this up right now. And this is exactly what I was talking about like 2 weeks ago. Oh, not even 2 weeks ago on a couple of my videos. This is what they want. Attack within. Y'all better stay safe. Y'all better stay safe. This is what they want.
I figured I'd open this video up with a bit of a montage, but we also have propagandists out there who are absolutely terrible at their job. By the way, it's not just propagandists that are on the left. This guy right here is one of them that you guys are seeing in the B-roll footage. And of course, you guys are going to see some more stuff in the B-roll footage about what's going on in Aurora, Colorado with the Venezuelan gangs taking over apartment complexes. They've pretty much taken over a small section of a community. Thing is this right here, the denial in this situation to me speaks volumes about who these people really and truly are. And I'm not just talking about the Venezuelan gangs. I'm talking about the people who are actually in charge of the state of Colorado, Democrats as a whole. This also includes some rhinos too, but still at the same time though, you should probably understand that there's this propaganda game that's going to be played in information war. And don't worry, people on the right have these types of things as well. But of course, you've also got people out there saying that the Hells Angels are on their way to go there. However, that has not officially been confirmed, so I wouldn't go too far into thinking that's going to happen. Still, though, at the same time, though, when you get people like what you're about to see here, yeah, it just amazes me, the stupidity of people.
Look, I got to straighten something out for you. No, a Venezuelan drug gang has not taken over an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado. That's crap. That is weaponized immigration crap. Mike Kaufman, the mayor of Aurora, Colorado, is a Trumper. Trump endorsed him when he got kicked out of Congress. And they're like cockroaches. Just because we ran him out of Congress didn't mean he went away. He's now the mayor of Aurora, Colorado. This is all made up crap. And the interim police chief that has nothing to lose, no skin in the game, took her police force down there, and they went door to door to door to door and talked to everybody that lives in that apartment complex. And no, the Venezuelans, drug gang.
It looks like Tex here got community noted, and you know, I mean, CBS is reporting that this is happening. I mean, there's no way you can kind of deny it at this point, bub. You know, there are some people out there who really and truly are not good at the propaganda game. Well, they are gang members, and therefore, them being armed gang members, they're probably used to, I don't know, maybe committing crimes in other places, especially from their native Venezuela. I said native Venezuela because they don't deserve to be here. And to go on top of that, I would think that they're used to evading the law, like running from the law. So it doesn't surprise me that these people weren't there. I mean, how big of an idiot do you have to be to just completely ignore that? But then again, though, at the same time, though, he is a propagandist. Well, as you guys can see, Tex here claims that nothing is going on, even though that CBS, a left-leaning outlet, is reporting that the city of Aurora, Colorado. By the way, I did do a video on this a week ago, right before I went to surgery. Yeah, you can obviously see from this B-roll footage that, yeah, the gangs are taking over the city of Aurora, Colorado. And, of course, to go on top of this, you've got the people of Colorado reacting to this. Apparently, the Hells Angels are showing up, but that has not actually been confirmed. And, of course, to go on top of that, you now have not only people reacting and responding to this, but you now have even lefties out there saying that this right here is going on in Aurora, Colorado. Now, guys, before we get to the news, I want you guys to know something really quick. There's going to be some updates at the very end. I meant to put updates in or record the same updates into the previous video that comes out at 12 o'clock. However, I'm going to be putting those updates into this video here, a brand new set of ones. Video is going to come out at roughly 4 or 5 o'clock. I may get a third video out today. I understand I've been out the past few days, obviously due to surgery, but just giving you guys a bit of a heads up of what exactly is going on here. So, before we get started, make sure you guys go ahead and turn on the notifications for the channel so that way you guys are notified when the videos are released. If you guys can, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Also, to go on top of that there, if you guys are new here, if you want to subscribe, make sure you guys please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and let's go ahead and get into this. So the situation with Aurora, Colorado and Venezuelan gangs has been going on for, I would say it's been going on really for months. It's actually... I've done a couple of videos on this issue of Venezuelan gangs themselves, but of course, it's now gotten to the point to where the crap has literally hit the fan. And of course, as you guys can see in the B-roll footage, the ring bell door footage, stuff like that there, they're already roaming around, stealing people's property. There was even one bit right there where a guy actually stole a motorcycle. And of course, to go on top of that, you've also got, you've got a mayor who's kind of embattled and doesn't really know what to do, or he's trying to do the right thing, but of course, nobody's letting him do that, as you guys will see over the course of this video. The Colorado governor, Jared Police, initially posted to his own Facebook feed, the governor of Colorado, that nothing was happening in Aurora. Now, Aurora is a suburb of Denver. And if I want to be frank about this, Denver obviously being the biggest city in that state, obviously the most happening city in that state, and Colorado Springs not too far down the road. Yeah, I think this is a little bit out of touch for the governor to say, yeah, nothing's actually going on. Nothing's happening at this moment in time. By the way, there'll also be a bold prediction in this video, so make sure you guys stick around for the full bit. So what exactly is going on? Well, let's go ahead and get to the news.
Has been in the national spotlight as videos have been circulating on social media showing gang members taking over apartments. It's important to note the city nor the Aurora Police Department have confirmed any of those claims. Colorado and federal law enforcement does confirm that the transnational crime organization Tren de Aragua are operating in the Denver metro area. Denver 7's Adria Arahita joining us live now with new reaction from Governor Jared Polis and Aurora's interim police chief. Good morning, Adria.
Yeah, good morning, Wanye. Videos have gone viral this week showing a group of males carrying guns in an apartment complex. Now, this is one of several buildings at the center of concern. Aurora Police saying earlier this week, quote, APD has been increasingly collecting evidence to show the gang is connected to crimes in the area. They shared this video last night of officers looking into claims at the edge of Lowry Apartments. APD's interim police chief Heather Morris says gang members have not taken over the complex, and they're reassuring the community they are investigating criminal activity.
To tell you the truth, I think at this point in time, what you should do is just send in the National Guard. These gangs are armed, okay? They've been getting weapons from outside the country, and in some cases, they've been taking advantage of some places within the nation itself. The fact of the matter is this right here. These gangs should not be taking over a small town. They should not be taking over a city, period. Tell you the truth, they shouldn't be taking over an apartment complex. So, I mean, it makes you wonder exactly how stupid people are who vote for the policies of a current administration that allows people to just simply just cross the border. And as you guys know, we are dealing with a border crisis. Now, I have said on multiple occasions that you get what it is that you pay for. You get what you vote for. If you vote for this nonsense, do us a favor and do not cry about it. Aurora has a Republican mayor. And of course, if you guys remember correctly, if you saw at the very, very beginning, old Tex there, who wanted to play the whole propaganda game, wanted to tell us this guy was Trump appointed and all that type of stuff there. Does it really and truly matter? Seriously, does it really and truly matter? You know, I can't wait for somebody to come out here and talk about the Gold Star family incident and say that Kamala Harris completely gaffed them off and didn't go to Arlington National Cemetery because the parents of the slain, or the parents of the fallen men and women who died at Abbey Gate, of course, their families probably lean a little bit right politically. Most military families do, because they come from working class environments. Even some Democrats, of course, have children who join the military. I'm not trying to disparage anybody, they're working class. As a matter of fact, that is probably what we should be talking about as working class Americans, period. Seeing how it is that the bourgeoisie doesn't exactly care about them. I'm using the left's language here on purpose for a reason, because this is the crap they talk about, but still at the same time, though, they always end up killing the ones they claim that they're working for. This is how these people's minds operate. Now, the current Democrats, of course, they're just completely out of touch, and they believe that they can just bring these people in and nothing's going to happen. And, of course, they'll just turn into brand new voters. However, the thing is this right here. There are people who are, in fact, waking up, and you guys did see this in my previous video on this very same topic. But the thing is this right here. The current, if you really and truly want the people to get back on your side, you need to actually do something. And I understand that the police have got protocols to go through, certain procedures, collecting evidence, all that type of stuff there. But the evidence is pretty daggone overwhelming here, as you guys will see a little bit more.
Activity that's happening and listening to them to so that we can learn anything that we're missing. You know, what are we missing, and actually find out what exactly is going on.
Governor Jared Polis spoke with CNN, saying the state is ready to step in at a moment's notice in Aurora if needed, and adding that the state takes these kinds of threats very seriously. But he says Aurora officials have not raised that alarm.
So all we await is a call from Aurora saying there's any building in the control of any gang, and we are ready to help take it back. That call has not happened because Aurora Police does not currently believe, or they haven't told us, that there's any buildings in control of gangs.
Aurora's mayor, Mike Kaufman, on the other hand, says the city is seeking an emergency court order to shut down apartment buildings that he claims have been overrun by a Venezuelan gang by declaring them a criminal nuisance. And Mayor Kaufman says the apartments seeking gang activity are all under that same ownership that had multiple code violations and criminal activity preceding the migrant crisis, and a judge must grant that order before the city can clear out the building.
Okay, let me go ahead and tell you guys what I took out of that. The governor, Jared Polis, is saying that the mayor has not raised the alarm on what's going on. Social media has definitely raised the alarm on this. And if the mayor had not raised the alarm on this, then obviously the mayor is just as guilty for allowing this to go on as anybody else. But still, though, it's probably because he's going through his own little protocol himself. There's probably a bit of a chain of command there. But then again, at the same time, though, especially it being 2024, an election year, and we got to get cackling Kamala in office, according to these people, they probably don't want this incident to go national, even though CBS has already done a bit on it. However, the denial here, I think, really, if you guys really truly think about this, the denial itself here does not surprise me, especially given the past. Now, guys, there was a little news report that I left out at the very beginning that I'm going to play for you guys now that was about 4 weeks ago that happened in Aurora, Colorado, where I just put it this way here. These gang members were already robbing certain locations. Let me go ahead and play this bit for you.
The apartment management company, or is this the work of Venezuelan gangs? New information this morning, Aurora Police teaming up with the CBI and the Colorado State Patrol to better address concerns about the violent Venezuelan gangs. Investigators believe some members are from Venezuela, gangs responsible for this jewelry store heist we brought to you. This happened in Denver earlier in summer. All three agencies now creating a task force which will allow them to maximize resources and share intelligence about the ongoing investigations. Mayor Mike Kaufman saying, and they've been talking about it for a while now, one of their initial goals is to engage and learn from the migrant community.
We're also aggressively, having a presence in these pockets where there's concentrations of Venezuelan migrants to be able to try to ourselves, or at least our law enforcement personnel at the local, state, and federal levels to identify who these bad actors are and get them off the street.
Kaufman also saying he can't share too much about what the task force is going to be doing. He didn't want to compromise the investigation. He believes allocating resources is necessary and wants people to know he and police are taking it.
Let me say this. It seems to me that regardless of whatever alarm bells have been rung, regardless of what these people may think, it seems to me like there's a great big giant bit of denial here of who these people are. The fact of the matter is that the border itself should be closed. We should have a border wall. It should be reinforced. Not only should we have a border wall that's actually reinforced on the southern border, we should also have one on the northern border as well. That's also where a lot of the fentanyl is coming in as well, not to mention the fact that we've got a bunch of people who are from north of the border trying to take advantage of our healthcare system when they have free healthcare. Look, I thought free healthcare was great. Why do you guys keep coming across our border into New York? Why the hell do you keep coming across the border into Montana to get our healthcare, to try to abuse that? Part of the reason why it is we're having wait times here. Just simply saying, look, I understand my health care is VA, so therefore, obviously, I got to wait in line anyways. But there are people who actually pay for it, but we got to be, we got to fall victim to being in line to people who aren't even from the country. It makes me dislike those people north of the border more and more and more. I don't dislike Canadians. I'm just saying there's certain people out there who obviously aren't exactly likable. Case in point, short, fat, otaku, but I'm not going to talk about Dev in this video here because this video is not about that. But still, the point is this right here. The denial of what's going on by the politicians in that city itself and the state of Colorado is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this. But then again, there was a video a while back where the mayor of Denver himself was demanding that the Democrats, the ones who have the sanctuary cities, pass around the migrants themselves. If I could pull that video up, I would put it in this video here. I'm just kind of going off the fly here. Don't worry, I'll find it in the description box. That way you guys can see it, read the article. The fact of the matter is this case right here has gotten out of control, and you guys can obviously see the reason why that's the case. The mayor is saying something the police department can only do but so much. The governor turns right back around and says, no, he hasn't raised the alarm bell. By the way, Jared Polis is in his last term as governor of Colorado, so more than likely he's probably not going to care as much, which should tell you everything you need to know about politicians once they get into their second term. I'm almost a fan of forcing them to do one term and one term only. Still, though, the point is this right here. The denial in this incident is absolutely insane, and as you guys can see, it's obviously gotten to a boil. So, what happens next? Well, I would be inclined to think that what happens next is that the National Guard, or at least some state police forces, end up getting called in to take care of the situation. But then again, though, I haven't exactly trusted the state of Colorado when it comes to law enforcement since the days that they allowed Ted Bundy to escape from a jail. Yeah, I'm going that far back. The point is this right here. This situation could have been handled if police had been allowed to do their job earlier. If you guys remember in the previous video, we talked about the apartment building code and how it was that they were shutting down the apartment and moving migrants out and moving them to another one and moving them to even apartment complexes. The migrant situation is a situation that could have been completely avoided if we had leadership that actually would close down the border. I mean, all you got to do is just sign an executive order, which should tell you exactly how lazy these people are. However, I did say that there was going to be a prediction in this video that I was going to kind of close the video out with. So obviously, it's going to take some time before this situation gets squared away, if it does get squared away, because the city of Aurora, Colorado is in fact being invaded. As a matter of fact, the country itself is being invaded. Aurora, Colorado looks to be like the first city that they look to conquer, fully armed. But I did say there was going to be a prediction. You see, the mainstream media has gone out of its way to tell us that this right here is not a real situation. It's not a real thing. It's quite frankly not going to happen. But the reason why I'm making this prediction is because the current Democratic Party nominee, the border czar, Kamala Harris, is going out of her way to tell us that there are certain things that aren't happening even though we could see them. Of course, she's now trying to tell us that she's not the vice president. And of course, she's got no power when we all know she's kind of sort of been running the country. And of course, she's in office right now. Could have helped put a stop to this entire situation by getting Joe to just simply sign an executive order, even though we also know that she was definitely in on the coup against Joe. The fact of the matter is that she's trying to run as if to say she's not been in office the entire time when everybody knows that it is. It's amazing to see how people can just straight up deny the actual reality that's in front of their face. But my prediction is this right here. You see, the biggest reason why I'm bringing up Kamala Harris is because there's supposed to be a debate here in about a week and a half. The Harris campaign is they're starting to try to, how do I say, they look like they're trying to back out. They're trying to get the mutes, the mics unmuted, stuff like that there, so that way she can interrupt, stuff like that. I would be 100% willing to bet that Donald Trump brings up this incident in Aurora, Colorado on the debate stage, and I can promise you right now, watch Kamala Harris, watch her lie about it, watch her completely deny that anything is going on, watch her deny the border crisis itself, watch her say the border is secure, because she knows that the mainstream media will cover her. But as you guys can see, the situation has obviously gotten a lot worse than it needed to be. Now, guys, I'm going to end the video just on a couple of quick updates. As you guys can obviously see, I had surgery, went ahead and had the second one. If you guys have been keeping up with me, you know that obviously I've had surgery, 2 of them this year. Hopefully we ain't got to have a third one. It looks to me like the doctor's going to kind of allow the third issue to kind of, it's more of a wait and see game, and I'm obviously going to be working to ensure that does not happen because surgery, quite frankly, sucks if you've ever been through it. But still, this does not mean that the channel or anything is, you guys still obviously need to be informed of what's going on. I'm trying to shorten the time of the videos. You guys will probably see this in video number 3 because it's going to be one that's a little bit more sports related. But I wanted to shorten the times of the videos so that way you guys can go back to work, because I know these videos can get a little bit long from time to time. And I don't want them to do that. If anything, those types of videos need to be in essay format and they need to be on the channel. I've talked this before, but what I'm tinkering with doing is kind of something similar to what Sticks does, where he releases like 2 or 3 videos a morning that are about 10 or 11 minutes a piece. They're not as well edited, or they have basically the meat of the video, and I just kind of comment and just kind of give you guys my thoughts and tell you what's going to happen next. So expect that in the future. As far as the other channels I plan on creating, or like, for example, Gear Issue 33, where I do military movie reviews. I haven't been on that in a while. I have not figured out what I'm going to do. I may just change the name of the channel and just rebuild it. I'm not sure yet, but still at the same time, though, we're going to kind of switch over to this format with shorter videos for the time being, at least for the rest of the year. Still, though, please give me a comment in the comment section. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, sound off in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.